Nick Hart from Backstreet Boys.
Shout out to Boy Band Break.
It's Chris Kirkpatrick here. Shout out to your podcast, Boy Band Break.
Everybody, this is Howie D, and I'm listening to Boy Band Break.
Hi, Ashley Parker Angel here. Huge shout out to the Boy Band Break podcast.
This is Brad from LFO, and you are listening to Boy Band Break.
Hey, what's up? This is Jacob.
What's up? It's Dan.
What's up? It's Trevor.
And it's Eric Michael, and it's time for Boy Band Break, baby. Let's go!
Bam, 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 bam.
Welcome back to Boy Band Break. We encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, I'm Cinzia.
I'm Sophia.
And Lydia, aka Mama Lou, is still off because we are recording this in advance and she was sick when we recorded the other episodes. So
yes.
Fingers crossed she's all clear of pneumonia and all good to go. So, and having a happy Christmas.
Positive thoughts for good health.
Yes. Okay. Well, guys, we've made it to the end of the year. Happy New Year in a couple of days.
Here's our confetti. Woo!
Oh, we should have had like thingies.
I know.
I don't know why I was going to say streamers. That's not what these things are called. Hello. Yes.
You get it.
Anyway,
and as we always do before the new year, we like to do a year in review and talk about the things that we did during the year.
Yes. So this one might be shorter than previous years due to the fact that we did not do as many things this year because the boy bands were slacking this year. Just saying. Maybe, like a little bit.
They do not like to come to Toronto, so we need to travel.
Like legit, seriously. I'm like, are we still in the pandemic? Like, why are people not coming here anymore? Like, what is going on?
I'm guessing the conversion or the...
Yeah, but it's better for them. You know what? We're putting it into the universe that
yes, we're manifesting more boy bands to come to Toronto, to give us more concerts, to give us more events. That way we don't have to travel as much. Yes. Obviously, we enjoy the travel, but if we can save money, why not do it when you're in your hometown, basically?
Exactly. We can save the money and invest into additional boy band concerts and events.
That's right.
So, yes. So anyway, and blah, blah, blah. I had a train of thought. It just chugged away. Okay. So
hopefully it comes done,
back. Time has passed. But yes, 2 people on this podcast are turning 40 next year. So
yes, in 2 months, I would say, in 2 months, I'm already feeling the back pain. So that's not good.
Yes.
I think that's mostly because of the children. When you pick up the children,
that is true.
Lydia, you have to be in a squat position to get them, right? But then your knee starts to maybe hurt a little bit because as you get older, the aches and pains come.
So, Carter has CBD products that are not available in Canada because legalities.
Yes. I will need to start doing maybe yoga to get.
There you go.
Do back stuff to help you.
Do your workouts with the kids so then it doesn't
right
cost anything. And yes,
that's true. Yes.
It's free workouts.
Well, I could also go on YouTube and
that's true.
Look up some yoga moves.
There you go. Lydia tried to teach me yoga once and it did not go well. There was a lot of falling and laughing and yes.
My favorite is when you explained laughing yoga to me and then I couldn't stop laughing because the image that you had shared, I just pictured it and I just started laughing.
I totally forgot about laughter yoga. Okay, so I tried real yoga once, I guess just at the house. Lydia had some poster of how different yoga moves and I just kept falling over and stuff. But I've done 2 other types of yoga. One is sleep yoga, which is delightful, by the way, because basically you end up just taking a nap. I don't know if this is a real yoga thing or just something.
You just pay to sleep, basically.
Basically, they play soothing music and shit, and then and it's dimmed, and then I think you have to do some stretches and stuff. But basically, you just fall asleep. My friend Valerie was snoring within minutes of this yoga. It was very relaxing, but definitely does not. It has no exercise benefits. But laughter yoga, again, also with my friend Valerie. Very funny, and you just do stupid things and make yourself laugh. So fake, your body can't determine between real laughter and fake laughter. So like you can fake laugh, but you basically fake it till you make it, because then you start laughing at how stupid this is, and it's just. But it's just like
it was at the park, right? I feel like you said it was at the park.
Yes, we were at the park the very first time, and we were at one of the things we had to do was like baby speak. So you had to like go up to somebody, and then we're just like blah, 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 like so. And then there's people doing like actual exercise like class, and they're looking at us like, are these like escape patients from somewhere, or like what's going on? Like it's definitely it's fun. It is fun, but it's also ridiculous, and you feel awkward doing it, but it's so funny. I should get into that again. That was fun.
Yeah, I just remember you telling the story, and then I guess I had the giggles because I was like, "Oh my god, this is hilarious!"
It was certainly something. But we went to like
you just picture right, Cinzia like laughing and like doing ridiculous things, and
so
then
ridiculous. It's so funny. You're just like, what are we doing?
Sorry,
what? Like, oh, it's good times. But yes, it definitely. You know what? In these dark months of winter, maybe some laughter. You look it up on YouTube, guys. It's fun. But
yeah,
it's more fun
because usually these months are when depression happens. Your mental health gets a little bit, lower because of the cold of the winter. So
the cold, the darkness,
laughing yoga could work.
Isolation from friends and family because people don't want to go out as much because it's cold. And yes, curl up with your favorite podcast.
That's right. Boy Band Break is here for you.
We got you, boo.
All right, so we're going to talk about our events that we went to this year.
So I have
we enjoyed a few events because some did go some places.
We did some things. So here we go. So I'm just going to share with our YouTube page.
Yes.
So if you have not been here yet, please subscribe to us. Not that we make any money from this, but it's delightful. So at Boy Band Break, BoyBandBreak. And you can check out all of our video. Apparently we have 521 videos. Of those, only about 300 or so are podcast episodes, but we also have things like when we went to 90s Con and we recorded some panels. Obviously, our viral Drake video where he performed at the Backstreet Boys. Stuff from Aaron's Memorial. So there's like quite a few things. We have a bunch of shorts. I realized the other day that I never actually uploaded this short from Trevor from last year's Pop 2000 in Paradise. Did I ever show you that one, Soph?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
with the Lydia one, right? Because she wanted to see him with his shirt off.
So Lydia had come to a bunch of O-Town concerts with us and was annoyed that Trevor was no longer taking his shirt off. So when we were in Mexico, I was like, hey, Trev, can you just record a really quick message for Lydia, my sister? Because she is very disappointed in you that you're no longer taking your shirt off at concerts. So you can feel free to call her out on being a pervert or whatever, whatever. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And he takes my phone and walks away. So I was like, okay. So I did not hear this until afterwards, and it was loud. So I was dying. So basically he's like, oh, Lydia, I hear that you're upset that I'm not wearing a shirt, that I'm wearing shirts now. So you just need to let me know when you're coming to the next concert, and I'll take off my shirt for you. And it was just so funny. And I was just like,
that was so funny.
Oh, Trevor. So,
and she loved it.
She loved it. She was like, oh my God, ridiculous. But yeah, we love Trevor. As you can see,
Trevor is the best.
A bunch of them. So there's a bunch of quick little videos. This was when I was trying to get to cheat and get people to vote for my boy band fantasy draft last year. That did not work. There's a little clip of Lance calling us out on his, shouting us out. What?
Sophia won that one as well.
Sophia won that one as well, yes. Although I think you did, I don't know. We could do a recount, but I don't know. But yes, we'll give you that.
I even asked you, is this the videos making up more points? You said no. So I said, okay, I guess I'm the winner. You said yes. I said, okay.
I think because I didn't put enough point value towards that.
That is correct.
Anyway, so that's.
So I was like, are you sure? I double checked just to make sure. And you said yes. And I said, okay.
Anyway, so it has our popular videos.
It was great. Those are some great fun videos.
52,000 views on the Charmed one. Wow.
Like I said, remember, Charmed is very popular.
Wow, crazy. So then even things like, when BB Mac was performing stuff, listening party. Oh, I forgot about that. Anyway, so go check out our YouTube page, but you'll also notice that we also have a section called playlists. So if you click on that, I'm going to share, that's the wrong button to press. So then you click on playlists and you click on the one that says Boy Band Break Podcast. And that will actually just give you all of the episodes that we have had since the beginning of time of this podcast. Yes. So
since we began doing videos, because we didn't start videos right away.
We didn't start videos right away for the first few years. It was just an audio podcast. Then we started doing video ones. About 4 years ago, we apparently uploaded all of the videos to YouTube. So they're all there. So you can go back to our nice short little episodes, which were a lot shorter than we do now. But today is going to be a shorter episode because I have an appointment to get to. But we're going to go through it. So
we have lots to get to in this short amount of time to enjoy your last podcast episode of the year and to go into 2025 with amazingness.
There you go. So what we're going to do is what I think we did this last year and possibly the year before. We actually kind of just go through our episodes really quick to see if it triggers our memory on what we did in the last year. Yeah. And if anything sounds interesting, go back and go find it on our YouTube page. So, or Spotify or anywhere you listen to podcasts, all of our episodes are there. So just YouTube, you get a nice little visual. Okay. So it looks like episode 274 was our 2023 year-end recap. So
wow, you're like different accent. What is that? Twang accent over there.
I'm Howie over here. I'm just changing my accents. Okay. That was a joke of Dead 7, which came out many years ago, in which Howie had a character that had many different accents. So, so basically our first episode of 2024 was chatting about NSYNC and the Trolls band together. So I think that one actually might have been with Diane. I think.
Yes, we went to see the Trolls movie.
Oh God, the Troll. Guys, like I love NSYNC. Obviously, NSYNC was like my band of choice. I still love Chris. I still see Chris. Chris is a delightful man. I am having a really hard time separating things. So, like, I was a huge NSYNC fan for the longest time. And then they broke up, and obviously you're sad and depressed. And then I moved on to Backstreet. I did like Backstreet as well, but you could only outwardly like one boy band. So NSYNC was my band of choice.
I also like both bands. Right. I lost a friend because I chose Backstreet Boys. I love Backstreet Boys a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes. But I didn't say it out loud to people because they're like, ooh, it was a little taboo back then.
That's true. But basically, I still blame Justin for breaking up the band. I know, yes, there was other act, blah, 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 blah. And also the few times that I've actually met NSYNC, like all of NSYNC, Justin was a jerk to me. I did not like him. And being a Chris fan, I got shit upon all the time by Justin fans. And like, oh, Chris is ugly. Oh, this, oh, that. So that also made me hate Justin. So it's just like, I've spent years just not liking, I don't want to say hate because hate is a strong word, but really not liking this man. And I know he brings a lot of joy to other people and I know it's great and stuff like that. And I like try not to shit upon him because other people love him, but like, ugh. So anyways, I was like, ooh, the NSYNC is going to be in this Trolls thing. There's like little characters, whatever. So of course, spoiler alert, a year passed. They're only in like the very end of the movie. And I had never actually seen the other Trolls movie, even though I liked that Sunshine song.
Yeah, that's a good song.
That one's a good song. So like the songs are good. Justin does have a good voice, whatever. But I was just like, I refuse to watch any movies that he's in now because whatever. And this has been ingrained in my, so then I'm like sitting at the Trolls thing and I'm like, oh, now I'm paranoid because I didn't watch the first two movies, didn't know what was going on. And then I'm just like, okay, whatever. So anyway, so I'm there and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, I have to actually like sit through an entire movie with Justin, like talking, like didn't have to see his face, but I was like, oh, it just bothered me. It was a cute movie though. So yeah, and it was very nice that song came together. And then they ended up doing that other, that Paradise song. So like, the good things did come out of it, but also it kind of bothered me. So,
and you never thought it would be two songs, like at least
yes,
one song, wow, right? But two songs, and Justin is the one who was like, yes, I want my other band members to be with me.
So it was very nice.
He like helped them out,
Yes.
He didn't have to.
He definitely did not.
It was nice of him to do it. Obviously, I have like changed my tune a little bit on Justin as well because of like the certain things that he's done and to like Britney Spears. And I understand like, you know, Britney has her own thing that she like, but I don't know. He just like, just certain things, you know, kind of turns you off about him.
Yeah.
But it was nice of him to include the other band members into these songs.
And it was nice. And like, we're so excited to see you excited.
Yes.
That's such a nice, this is a nice song. It's
lyric.
Catchy,
I really enjoyed it.
So, okay. It was good. And you eventually did see the Trolls movie, right?
I did, yes.
And it was cute. Their little cameo at the end.
Yes. And then I like that they had the Trolls, like they have their Trolls counterpart at the premiere. That was cute.
Yes, that was cute too. Yeah.
So, you know.
Good time.
It's nice.
It was nice to see them together, and it did bring up some like some hope that something was going to happen, and then nothing really like came of that.
Well, I think that also what turned me off a little bit as well is because I think he tried to do that because he was going on tour as well because his new album was coming out. So maybe that helped him to decide to get his band members involved.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Either way, that's great that he did it.
It was nice.
Because they got NSYNC out there.
And like things have happened this year, like
right. And we got to see the movie. They were in the movie, the Bye Bye Bye. Their song was also in a movie.
Yeah, in Deadpool. Yeah.
In the beginning of Deadpool versus Wolverine, which was cool.
So it's
now
nice
all the kids say like that's the Deadpool song, which it's like that's like, how you know you're old when
song? We're like, it's not a Deadpool song, it's an NSYNC song.
Yes.
But also, so that happened. JC ended up doing, and we didn't
and JC, oh my god,
come out of nowhere.
Like, oh my god, he's hermit. He's always like quiet. That was like Chris, right? He never did anything, and then Nick got him to be in Dead Seven, and then Chris was everywhere afterwards.
Yeah, so it's nice to see JC out there doing his Playing with Fire musical that he's working on and all that stuff. He released that concept album. He did autograph signings.
He was at Anne Juliet on Broadway.
Yes, he was there. Joey, I believe, is going to be in Anne
Joey
Juliet.
is going to be there in January. So lots of boy bands are members are at Anne Juliet, right? Because
because they have
Max Martin's songs are in this play.
Yes. So, and then Lance released a kid's book or two, Trick or Treat on Scary Street. So like, and he did some autograph signings. So it's like, it's nice to see the NSYNC members are out and about and like, so
basically kind of like all of them now are all out and about. Usually just one or two members. Basically, Chris or Joey is usually the members that are out there, but now it's everyone.
Yes. So it's nice to see that kind of like started it, I guess. I don't know, like, or continue or
and maybe like after Justin's tour, there could be more talks about possibly doing something. They could go to Vegas. Now the Vegas residencies are a big deal, right? It's not for older artists anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears, Celine Dion, like they really made it a big deal.
Yes, and
Christina Aguilera did a residency as well. So that's what people are doing now. And now New Kids on the Block.
So yes, I also feel like the media may have blown it a little bit out of proportion as well, which gave a lot of people hype and then just kidding, nothing's happening. But we don't know that nothing's happening just because nothing's happening.
They were at award shows and maybe like Taylor Swift was excited. So maybe she's like, oh, what's going on? And then I think maybe that's why and then media ran with it like, oh, something's happening.
Yeah.
But really nothing was happening.
But still exciting. So
but it's still very exciting. All the members are out there doing stuff. And maybe next year there could be more things. You don't know.
We don't know. All right. So then we kind of, what did we do? We kind of talked about Chris. Oh, Chris has his Name Drop podcast. So he did an interview with BB Mac. We were talking about some articles. We were talking about the wild rules and strict rules they had to do. Rise and fall of boy bands, Valentine's Day, Family Day. Joey Fatone was on Steve-O from Jackass's podcast. That was an interesting podcast. That was
quite interesting. Yep.
Then
I think there was a lot of swearing and stuff in that one, or like innuendos, if you will.
There was a lot going on that podcast.
Yeah.
That was interesting. So then we talked about we did some Westlife album. We went to a Westlife concert this year. That was the first concert we did this year.
At that hall that used to be the Sony Center.
The Sony Center. I can't remember
Madison Hall.
But it was
something
on
hall.
March
I forget what it's called,
11th.
but it's something hall.
Yes. So our episode 284, we talk about the NSYNC surprise reunion, and then we talked about the Westlife concert, which was really good that we reviewed the album right before it because we knew a lot of the songs.
Yes, that really helped because I would not have known any of the songs.
Yes, and one of the guys couldn't come because he was sick, but they put on a really good show, and they sold out the three nights like immediately. Yes. So
it was very good. I really enjoyed it. Usually, I don't. I didn't know what to expect, and it was pleasantly surprised, and it turned out very well.
Yeah, it was a really good concert. Really enjoyed that. And it was in Toronto, so we didn't have to travel too far.
Exactly.
Then Justin released an album, Everything I Thought I Was. So we did an album review about that. It wasn't bad. So we had Easter. Oh my God. Then we went to Grand Rapids, Michigan for a night of symphonic boy bands.
Yes.
Which was Chris from NSYNC, Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees, and Eric Michael Estrada from O-Town.
Yes, this was built up. Apparently, it was like 2 years ago they brought it out. We had saw a post, an Instagram story from a previous fan. She's like, "Yes, I saved this," and then she was like, "It finally came to be." And then she was saying that maybe there would be more, and then nothing came after that. So,
but there is more because they just actually announced two upcoming shows. So one is in Kentucky on a Saturday, which I cannot recall the date. It's in the O-Town fan group. But the other one is in Pittsburgh, which was like, oh, that's close, but it's also on a Monday.
Right.
Which kind of sucks because that's like a 5-hour drive on a Monday. But hopefully this means they're adding some more. So,
that's good because we didn't hear anything else after that. So that's awesome.
They just announced it in like the last couple weeks,
and they talking about pleasantly surprised. I also enjoyed this concert. I didn't know what to expect because when you have a symphony,
you're like symphony boy band,
but I really enjoyed it. I thought Dirty Pop really sounded very good during this concert.
Really did.
All the songs really were pretty good, but I don't know. Some Dirty Pop really stood out to me.
They sang each other's songs. They also sang their own songs. I think they sang some Backstreet Boys songs.
They sang Larger Than Life and I Want It That Way, if I recall correctly. Yes.
So it
sounded really good. And we also shook hands with Eric Michael Estrada as he was leaving the stage.
Right. I forgot about that.
Because we went up to the stage part. Yep.
Then we ran into Jeff Timmons afterwards at the bar.
Yes, we ran up to Jeff Timmons afterwards. We tried to play it cool. We tried to get him to do an intro boy band break message. He decided differently for us. He thought that we should be in it. So we also were in it.
Yes. So we never added that to our intro, but yes, we got a Jeff.
We have not, Jeff but Timmons it was quite entertaining.
So lovely. And I love Eric.
He was very nice. Obviously. He's always been nice.
The shitty part is there was no meet and greets for that one, but I think the upcoming ones do have some meet and greets. So
I think because it was the first one and then they didn't know what to expect. They wanted to just have the time to practice.
Yes,
I guess.
And then we drove 5.5 hours straight after the concert. And we did, if we would have left the concert right away, we would have gotten back at a better time. But also we wanted to see if we could spot any. And we did look at with Jeff Timmons, and I ran into some of the girls that I had met in Mexico with O-Town. So that was fun. So that was a really fun show. So
it was a really fun show. We saw Deli there as well.
Yes, for sure. Our friend Deli. It's always nice to see her. So, so there we go. Then we talked about Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way 25th anniversary.
Yeah, we celebrated a lot of anniversaries of songs, of albums.
Yep, they had their 31st anniversary.
You feel old because you've been following a band for 28 years,
Yes.
Talk about loyal,
Yep. They did Backstreet's Back at the Beach. We did not go because it was very much out of our price range, but we do have to,
especially they didn't do pair. I don't think they did a pair, right? Like 2 people in one.
I don't know. I think they did.
Oh, I thought they didn't, or maybe it was too expensive. That's what it was.
It was just very expensive. It was like $5,000, and I'm like, I don't have that, so we're not doing that.
Because like a cruise was like almost $1,000, and we got
it was substantially more money than what we paid for the cruise, because we would always do the Leonardo DiCaprio deck, get the cheap whatever, and this was a lot more money. The people who did go, a lot of them had fun. We do have some friends that went. Maybe we eventually might talk about that. I don't know if we're looking for something.
Yeah, I feel like they took a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, it was not as
the cruise had a lot more things. So
like you didn't get a picture with them, and I'm like, I'm paying all this money and I'm not getting a picture with them, and like so. I'm not sure if I guess they're not doing one next year because they would have announced it by now. So
I feel like they're not doing much now because wasn't AJ like, 2025 was gonna be great.
AJ had a lot of announcements for September then.
And then I was like, well, it's December now, bud. Where is the announcement? And then I'm guessing because of like the lawsuits, probably not doing much for 2025 either.
Yep. So
which is sad because I really miss the Backstreet Boys. But I understand.
Patience, man. We know they'll come back.
Patience, I know. But hopefully they do stuff like something, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe they should do like maybe next year they can do like Christmas stuff. I don't know.
Nick is doing some Asian tour dates beginning of the year. So he's doing that. So
that's exciting. I'm happy for Asian fans over there.
Yeah, for sure. We get to see him. So it's nice when he travels the other part of the world. Yes. Okay, so we talked about they had New Kids on the Block Day 2024. I think it was like their 30th or 40th anniversary of that.
I think it was like 40th if I remember correctly.
Then New Kids actually released an album, so they had the Still Kids album, so that came out. So we reviewed that on episode 294.
Yes.
Then Lydia and I.
Oh, sorry. We also went to a concert of New Kids on the Block.
We're not there yet, bud.
Sorry.
Yes. Lydia and I were at Anime North, and we saw the K-pop group Mad Kid.
Yes.
Which was interesting, and never really heard of them. They seem nice enough. They've got some pictures with them.
I've never heard of them, so that's good. Always educational. Boy Band Break tries to be a little educational about new boy bands.
I think they're actually J-pop, not K-pop. I think they're Japanese. So,
okay. Good to know all this new information. That's awesome.
Lots of bands. They put on a pretty good show. I had no idea what they were saying, but like the crowd was loving it, and they like did a good job.
Awesome. Always good when you're energetic.
Yeah. So, O-Town Lines and Circles had their 10-year anniversary.
Yes.
So they did a bunch of shows. We did not actually get to go see any of the Lines and Circles shows because they didn't work out date-wise for us, and nothing was really super close.
Yes.
And
the logistics just did not work.
Yes, but they did like the full album and then had stuff. So the people who went loved it. They thought it was great.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, I went to go see Joey Fatone and AJ McLean. They did a show called Legendary Night. So hopefully that'll come back and they'll do some more of those because that seemed to go pretty well. So
they're doing the New Year's Eve at House of Blues in Orlando to bring in the new year.
For that, for sure.
Yes.
So so it's good. So they kind of do each other's songs. They kind of do other songs that neither of them sing and stuff. So, and they're just two hams because it's Joey and AJ. So it's definitely not a good combination.
This was like an idea from 90s Con in Tampa, Florida in September. It went really well. So then they're like, let's go on tour together. And they're like, why not? My band's not doing nothing.
And then they were going to do some more shows that we might have gone to, but then they ended up canceling them because AJ had to do a secret project, which he never really revealed, but it was that boy band reality show.
But then like every like IG story post was like day 1, and then he changed outfits. Day 2, changed outfits. I'm like, bud, why don't you like say what you're changing outfits for?
We're like, we're just supposed to know. Obviously we did, but also like,
well, we knew. Obviously what day 1, day 2 meant, but what about casual fans? They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, legit, seriously.
Yeah.
And now that show might not come out because Liam Payne was a mentor and obviously he's passed away. So we're not even sure if that's going to be released or not. It's just kind of a shame for the Like, obviously it sucks that he has passed away, but it's sad for the people, the boy band that they formed, that they're not getting that exposure and thing, right? That they had tried to.
But it would be kind of hard, right? Like, people would be like, oh, why are you doing that? Be respectful.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I'm wondering if it will release in the new year. Because originally
maybe like give it a few more months. I don't know. How long do you really? And
if I was like, I would want to see like the videos of them, right? Like,
like the last like, but if project, like you would want to see the last
Nick passed away, right? I would like to see like if he had filmed a movie or something or a reality show, I'd like to see those episodes. So like, yeah, I get it. So I understand. It's kind of like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay, so AJ was on the Name Drop podcast. Oh, that movie, The Idea of You, came out.
Oh, the Name Drop podcast, that was really good.
Yeah, that was a good one. AJ had some good stuff there. So yeah,
because it was good to hear about both groups' point of view from both members, because you only know like certain things, so that was cool.
Yes,
and then like if one of them said something, the other member would be like, hang on, this is what really happened, or this is how our version of events. Like,
so that was true, cool. Right? Because you don't know how it's gonna. So the movie The Idea of You came out with that fake boy band August Moon.
Yes. The song was kind of catchy too. It
was very catchy. They had some catchy songs. My friend Gina became obsessed with it. That was good.
I guess that's what you do, right? With boy bands, like you hear a song, it's a great song, then you get obsessed. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, basically it's a fanfic that turned into a movie. It was originally, I believe, a One Direction fan fiction, and it was supposed to be Harry Styles, but then obviously they made a different band for that.
Yes.
We had our 300th episode.
Yes, and we did not do a repeat of 100th episode.
We did not. We did not sit for hours putting a top 300 songs, which...
We would have been there for 10 hours.
We still have trauma from that.
Oh my gosh.
Our 100th episode took so long. Go back and listen to it. We also have a Spotify playlist of the songs. But yeah, eventually maybe we should redo it. But yeah, not. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what happens when you have difference of opinions of songs that you love.
That is true. That's a good point. So what did we do for our 300th episode?
I think it was a game.
Yes.
Probably. I think it was like a would you rather game.
Possibly. You know what? You guys go find out. Go check it out. It's episode 300. It was only 4 months
feel like
ago,
we played a game. Maybe, I know for 200 we did what do you know about your podcast?
Oh, yeah. I had all that stuff. So
yeah. But 300, I think it was a game as well.
All right.
But I just don't recall at the moment. It's been a while.
Yes. Yeah, it's been 4 months. We've already forgotten what we talked about. So then I went to Cleveland, Ohio to see the Pop 2000 tour with O-Town, BB Mac, Chris. So that was fun, minus Josh, who I wanted to kill. It's just besties. Gotta love.
Isn't that how it always goes?
You just don't take guys to boy band concerts. That's the key, because I know people, they like take their boyfriends and husbands, or in this case gay bestie. If they don't like the boy band, don't take them. Just go by yourself. Just like have a girls' night out or whatever, because some people would just like to bring down your excitement and things. So
that is very good advice.
Yes. If your boy, like I do have some Backstreet Boys friends whose husbands love the Backstreet Boys, and they go, cool, awesome. But like, if you're going to spend money and you're going to go to the show, you want to have a good time and not be brought down. So I did have fun. Okay. I made NSYNC headbands, and I made Chris, I gave them to Chris, obviously, and also the members of O-Town. And I just thought it was really funny because it amused me greatly. So
they're great.
But anyways, that was a fun. Chris was freaking hilarious in this one. So I believe I talk about that, the meet and greet with that.
Yes,
so that's episode 301. So then we did some boy band updates. We had memory boy band 2011 boy band. We talked about the NKO TBSB tour.
Yes.
From 20. I can't believe it was 2011.
Yes, 13 years ago.
Yeah. So we had some updates on that. We talked about what the Backstreet Boys are doing now. And then in the summer, we went to separate dates of the New Kids on the Block Magic Summer Tour. Sophia was there for the birthday of...
Yes, Donnie Wahlberg. I did the fun fact. That was the first boy band member. We sang happy birthday at the concert. Then we went to another show, the O-Town Pop 2K tour in Philly, and we sang happy birthday to Trevor. So it was like, wow, what is this?
Like the year of birthdays.
The year of birthday.
Celebrating the boy.
Usually, I guess their tours don't fall on their birthdays. So I was like, wow, cool.
Yeah, it's true, right? Like,
we were there.
I feel like it kind of sucks to work on your birthday, but if you're working at a sold out tour and have all the crowd, I feel like that's a pretty good birthday.
Yeah, basically you're with your best friends anyways. Oh, sure, he doesn't have his wife there, like for Donnie, but I'm sure they FaceTime each other.
Did she fly out for the show? Did she fly out for the show, or?
I don't think so, but maybe she like FaceTime him. Who knows?
Yeah, whatever.
But basically. And Trevor, like, they're best friends, so...
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, his friends came down in Philly, because Philly's a pretty popular city.
Yeah, so I think
I'm sure he did, like, fun things.
I'm sad we did not get cake. I feel like we should have got boy band cake, but...
That would have been cool. At the meet and greet, that would have been cool.
That would have been cool. We did a boy band memories prior to the podcast. So we did a couple of those. That was kind of cool because
that was like our first, like who we met first, from which each band.
Yeah, so that's a good episode because obviously we talk about our current experiences every time we go to events, but these are some older ones that we may have forgotten about, like when Sophia went to the Healthy Heart Club stuff and things like that with Brian from the Backstreet Boys. So there's a lot of cool things there. So that is episode 307.
And then we also talked about like who was the hardest to get, and surprise. Right? For me, it was Howie. And
Howie was the easiest person.
Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. And usually Nick is the hardest, and Sophia met him first. So second, I guess Brian was your first.
Right, to Brian.
Yeah. So some cool stuff there. We did some more updates. Then AJ was supposed to release an album and did not, even though he's been telling us this for years and was like, yes, for sure, this time I'm going to release it. We're like, are you? But then we realized, you know what? AJ did release one album way back in the day, not in North America.
In Japan and Taiwan.
Japan and Taiwan, called Have It All. So we reviewed that album. That was an interesting. It had some really good songs. It was
a really good album.
So come on, AJ. Let's just get over that finish line and give us an album, please.
I just think he's like a perfectionist, or he wants it to be really good, or he like changes his mind a lot. Yeah. I'm just like, you can always do a double album. Just bring all the songs.
Supposed to have whatever. So he's like, yeah, it's definitely coming out. I'm like, babe, love you, but I don't trust you. And then
you've been telling us that it was it'll come out since September 2011.
Mm-hmm. So then people are all like, you guys are so mean. AJ's going to come. I'm like, guys, I know, once bitten, twice shy, 3 times. Like, there's many times over the years AJ has said he's going to release and hasn't released. Speaking of shaming people for not releasing their albums, 98 Degrees has still not released their album yet. Hopefully February.
So I think it's because of the the label situation, right? They left their label, and then the other label is like, haha, you cannot do that. And then they're like, haha, we've already told fans.
Yeah.
And then they're like, haha, okay, February it is.
So we'll see.
I don't know why
if it comes out. If it comes out,
that's not what happened.
Recap it, but yes. So AJ, babe, love ya. Please release your album. Then
we had some songs, but like better to just release all the songs on the album.
Yes, for sure. Then finally we had our last concert. Oh no, not our last concerts. We had some additional concerts. Our man Nick Carter came back to Canada because that's what people should do, is come to Canada.
Yes.
And he had 3 sold out shows. So we saw him in Toronto on September 30th. And then we saw him in Niagara Falls the end of that week, so the beginning of October
4th and 5th.
Yes. Speaking of
And
albums,
that was the second time seeing him in Niagara Falls, because last year we saw him in November 10th and 11th.
See,
in
there you
Niagara
go.
Falls.
Nick comes back to us. He appreciates Canada, so Godspeed.
And we really appreciated that he came back to Toronto. A whole bunch of us at 90s Con in September were like, Toronto, please and thank you.
Yes, so he knows he's going to sell out that. I got to go to a listening party. That was a lot of fun. A lot of his songs sound really good. So hopefully Nick will also be releasing an album in the new year.
Nick will most likely release it before AJ, but I digress.
Nick is pretty good at doing that. It's a little bit slow this round, but he's still like working on it and actually has enough songs to make an album. So I think
the good thing is he went on tour, so that helped not getting the album.
Right, exactly. So at least we got to see him, and at least it looked like he was doing something. Yes. Not that AJ is not doing stuff, but it's just like, babe, please.
Well, I understand what you mean. Don't worry.
You know what I'm saying. So Nick has released many solo albums over the years, has no problem just going off, doing a little solo album-y thing, releasing it, going back to the Backstreet Boys. It's good. It's a good thing. So hopefully and the song sounded really good. So hopefully he will have something good there. And then one of our most recent episodes is 312, where Sophia and I went to Philly for the Pop 2000 tour.
That was so fun.
Birthday.
Yes. We went up the Rocky Step. It really set the tone for the day. We went to
cheesesteaks.
Philly cheesesteak,
Pat's King of Steaks. Yes.
Pat's King of Steaks, which was so good. And then we went our way to Rivers Casino. And then
I had a Chris meet and greet. Sophia had her first ever O-Town after show meet and greet.
Yes.
We were very tired, but it was still good.
It was very good. The boys there were very nice.
They recorded.
We got hugs from everyone. They took the selfies. They had their selfie light.
Yes, they have the.
It was wonderful.
We saw Joel. We saw what's her name? Stephanie, who is Ryan Cabrera's wife's friend.
Yes.
Yes, so she was there. It was a good concert. It was a fun time.
It was a good concert. We didn't stay in our seats. We went up in the front. We were able to do that. Nobody told us to go back.
We did. Whatever. We ended up being near people that we knew, so that was good. And we were not blocking anyone's view. We were in the aisle. We were not pushing people.
Yeah, everyone went up, so we followed.
So it was fun. So it was a great time. Really good show. Not so good was staying awake till 3:30 in the morning to make sure we didn't miss our bus. That was under a bridge.
That was very hard to stay awake. We were falling asleep.
But overall, good.
Overall, it was a great trip.
And then our last few episodes, we recapped Netflix's Dirty Pop, the boy band scam, and also the Paramount Plus Larger Than Life, the reign of the boy bands. So that is what we've done this year, guys. So feel free to check out any of those episodes. Let us know if there's one that you really liked, and let us know what you want to hear on future episodes. Like, what do you want to hear this year? It's a brand new year. What's either a boy band we haven't talked about, an album we haven't reviewed? We have over 300 episodes, so I feel like we have some stuff. Let's manifest that we finally get Chris.
Manifest, please.
Christopher, be on our podcast. You've promised us many times.
That's right. So, do you have a top two? I don't know about top three because it's kind of hard, but top two, I would say the Nick Fun and the O-Town Pop 2K Philly trip was great. I also got to see BB Mac for the first time. Haven't seen that, so that was great. And I was pleasantly surprised. I remember the songs. I was like, yes, YTV, thank you.
They have good songs. And they're pretty good looking men.
And
VIP, but
it was catchy, right? And it was not hard to sing along to. So I feel like those are my top two.
Yeah. That was a lot.
Do you have a top two?
Top two episodes or top two events? Or
the events that you went to? I know we do top three, but I don't think.
Yeah, I would probably say the Nick listening party. I didn't like the VIP in Toronto. I felt was very rushed, so I was just feeling meh. But I really liked that. I
enjoyed both Nick VIPs. I did a heart and a hug.
Yeah. So that's good. And I guess the Pop 2000 was also really good. And seeing Chris again, he's a very entertaining fellow. Amuses me greatly.
He's very entertaining. Even at the concert, he was entertaining with his pineapple hair.
Yes. And I did like the AJ and Joey show. I did not do any VIPs or anything for that, but they put on a really good show. And I would love for them to continue that going forward because that would be really good.
I know they went to Niagara Falls, but they should bring it to Toronto.
For sure. Yes. They had said they were possibly going to do it.
They said, yes, they were trying. It takes logistics and time.
Yeah. And the fact that they're still doing one for New Year's makes me think that perhaps this is still a viable thing that they're going to do.
Yeah.
So, yes, for sure. All right. Well, anyways, that was our 2024 recap. Manifesting great things in 2025.
Yes. Manifest.
Yes. So, anyways,
Happy
thanks
New
for
Year, everyone. I hope
Happy
you
New
all
Year.
have a great New Year's. Whatever you're doing, stay safe and enjoy. And all the best to everyone in 2025.
For sure. Have a fabulous time. All right. Thanks for taking a break with us, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.